Hello, Red Brick Bob here. Gonna do a little stream here um, about electricity, ether electricity, and so forth. But before I start, I would just like to apologize to any of those that I've offended with my foul mouth. We're gonna clean it up, and I'm gonna give you an example why Meltologist and I say cussing is highly inappropriate for anybody who's trying to discuss anything. So what I would say is this: it seems that in this quest for unity, okay, we often struggle to find common ground and consensus. Finding ways to bridge divides and come together is undoubtedly a complex challenge, but I think we could do it, folks. But it's essential for progress and harmony in our diverse world. Using bad language and cussing in a serious science-based discussion about meltology is highly inappropriate, and it's crucial to remember that young, aspiring meltologists may be watching or participating in the conversation. Demonstrating professionalism, respect, and decorum in such discussions is not only essential for maintaining the credibility of the field, but also for setting a positive example for the next generation of scientists. And we lack scientists today, folks. So meltologists are our only hope for the future. So profanity and disrespectful language can create hostile environment and discourage young minds from pursuing scientific exploration. So let's foster an atmosphere of respect and intellectual rigor to ensure that discussions about meltology remain educational and inspiring for all. We don't need the twist of what you say is right and wrong again. See, we're trying to pursue something greater. So I don't want to be the one cussing and turning people away, and I pray that you feel the same way. So here's a poem example to set the stage. In the realm of meltology, where facts should reign, there lived a foul-mouthed meltologist, causing pain. With every word that left their lips so crude, they turned truth-seekers away, their manners rude. In halls of knowledge, where respect should thrive, scientists' language made others strive to distance themselves from truths untold. For curiosity and grace the scholar had sold. Instead of fostering wonder and curiosity's flight, their curses and insults created a blight. On the path to discovery they cast a shadow long, deterring those who sought the right from the wrong. Young minds once eager, now delusioned and cold, the passion for meltology beginning to fold. For a true scholar should inspire and unite, but this foul-mouthed meltologist dim the light. Let us remember the lesson this tale imparts, that in the pursuit of knowledge in our hearts, respect and etiquette should always reside, fostering truth with dignity as our guide. Red Brick Bobs. That's what I got to say about that. Okay? Now, we'll move over here to what I would like to talk about, generating electricity from the ether. Okay? So, and then we're going to show you some pictures and so forth, and we're going to talk some more. But just for these words to focus on what I say, generating electricity from the ether, or extracting energy from the ambient environment without conventional source, is a concept that goes beyond current scientific understanding and available technology. Where there are many renewable energy sources like solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal power, they all rely on specific physical processes and resources. The idea of extracting energy from the ether or the thin air as limitless and free energy source remains in the realm of science fiction and has not been realized. I beg to differ. Okay? In the real world of meltology, we show you, and we know that these buildings were capable of this. And as meltologists, we are going to show you from piezoelectric to many different realms of the ether antennas that were up and so forth. and the bricks themselves. So in the real world, energy generation typically relies on converting some form of energy, such as sunlight, wind, motion, water flow, or heat, into electrical energy through well-established technologies like solar panels, wind turbines, hydroelectric dams, thermoelectric generators. These technologies work with boundaries of known physical principles and conservation of energy. While there are ongoing research efforts to explore new methods of energy generation, and that's what we're talking about, it's all being re-engineered, and harnessing ambient energy, such as harvesting energy from ambient heat or electromagnetic radiation, these technologies are still in the experimental or development stages and are far from being mainstream source of electricity. They will keep that out of your reach long as they can, because they don't want you to have the capability of doing this yourself. You should all have your own cell, your own energy supplying building. Okay? So that's why that is, folks. So generating electricity from the ether has been suppressed by those who meter us for energy. Meltology aims to prove this among the other numerous realms of science that meltology will disprove, and will show you conclusively that meltology is a science beyond their science. For instance, meltologists will show and assert that resonant sound and vibrations were used in the past in all the red brick buildings all over this melted realm. Perhaps some were more focused on the production of electricity and then outsourcing it to other red brick buildings, but it went out throughout the realm. Not only that, but sound resonance and the conversion of sound energy into usable mechanical or electrical energy are fascinating concepts that can be applied in various ways, and they did, and meltologists have discovered this. Sound is a form of energy that travels in the form of pressure waves through a medium, usually air, and it can indeed be harnessed and utilized through the principles of frequencies and vibrations. Here's an explanation, a basic explanation of how it works for those who don't understand. Understanding sound waves, okay? Sound waves are created when an object vibrates, causing nearby air molecules to compress and rarefy, creating areas of high and low pressure. These pressure variations propagate through the air as a wave. Okay? So resonant sound resonance occurs when an object is subjected to an external force or frequency that matches its natural frequency. When this happens, the object vibrates with increased amplitude, absorbing energy from the external source. So you look at these buildings, just to stop and look, they're all gridded out. You see these huge archways and these horseshoes, okay? They're all lined up. That's resonant sound, frequencies to produce electricity. Wrap that around your head, folks, because there is some truth, and meltology is showing you the suppression of electricity by those in charge who meter us for energy. So, sound resonators, certain objects or structures are designed to resonate specific frequencies. For example, a tuning fork is designed to resonate at a particular musical note's frequency. When a sound wave of the same frequency encounters the resonator, it can transfer energy to the resonator, causing it to vibrate more strongly. Bing bong! See? All these redesignated churches and so forth. Folks, the cross has double-crossed us all. So here we go, energy conversion. To convert the mechanical vibrations generated by resonance into usable energy, various mechanisms can be employed. I'm hungry. So piezoelectric materials. Piezoelectric materials can generate electric voltage when subjected to mechanical stress. When a resonating object causes these materials to deform, they generate electricity. This principle is used in some microphones and energy harvesting devices today. So it was re-engineered from the past. So what we're telling you is the absolute truth about meltology. Again, look at your all your capitals, put them on a grid line. Um, all these cathedrals and capitals all over this realm with this upside down magnetic horseshoe, and you see the multitudes of hydroelectric they used everywhere, and not even to speak of the mercury fountains. See, and we even have the mercury pen with wings on his head, right? So anyways, so magnetic induction. Vibrations can be used to move magnetics through coils of wire, inducing an electrical current. This is the principle behind some types of generators and energy harvesters. Okay? So, magnets through coils of wire or piezoelectric material. See? So they're a little bit further ahead than we are, but we're getting to that realm, and probably are, but the meltologists are uncovering it and bringing it to your face faster than true science. Instead, they will take you to the moon. Huh? The moon goons will take you to the moon and tell you about earthquakes and this and that, and the meltologists will tell you earthquakes are caused by buildings, red brick buildings that are eroding and collapsing underneath, that went through the meltdown that we're upon, that we've built upon. That's what causes earthquakes. So, excuse me. So mechanical oscillators. Mechanical devices such as pendulums or oscillating masses can be set into motion by sound vibrations and then mechanically connected to generators or other energy conversion mechanisms. See? So like how they had it set up on the grid. And you see how they're all just lined up perfectly on this grid. And there's a gal, Michelle Gibson, who shows you much of what I'm talking about there, and much of her research is why I have much of the knowledge I have in my head about things that I'm talking about, because I too have been looking at this realm for quite some time, way prior to becoming a meltologist, trying to prove that all the Capitol buildings were here. And now meltology just emphasized that and shows that 100% that I was correct in regard to what I was chasing. So what I've been chasing and saying for this long has not been in vain. So, applications. Sound resonance based energy conversion has a niche applications. For instance, some researchers have explored harnessing the vibrations produced by traffic or machinery to generate electricity in urban environments. Additionally, resonators and piezoelectric materials are used in energy harvesting systems for small-scale applications like powering sensors in remote locations and so forth. It's important to note that sound energy conversion is typically less efficient than other forms of energy conversion, and the amount of energy that can be harvested from ambient sound sources is often limited. However, ongoing research and innovation in this field may lead to more practical applications in the future, especially for low power and specialized applications. And I say much greater than that. Not in the realm of what they're going to tell us in regard to energy, electricity. This realm was melted by electricity, a great source of electricity that zapped all the mountains and melted them and left pockets of survivals everywhere. The tallest mountains were all melted to the worst degree. See? So that's what we see on this realm, everywhere. So, there, I said a lot in a short period of time. I hope that opened your eye a little bit to electricity from the ether, from the air. So, now if we go and we just take a little ride here in the Black Mirror, and we're going to come down here and get us a window capture, and we'll play this out. And we'll just look as the slideshow goes. And I'll take a little sip of this here. just a little while ago I was looking at the first capital and revisiting it again. The first capital of the United States of America was in Maryland, and then they push it over to District of Columbia, Washington, which isn't even a state, by the way, right? It's a crime scene of lies, a Masonic stronghold for the liars. What do you see there? Resonant antennas. See? Resonant. Oh man. So, resonant antennas. See? Over and over and over and over and over. And they're going to give you, it's the Georgian architectural style, the Gothic, this, the that. It's not. It's the fixed up period. Moved in and fixed up. Didn't build nothing. The Cathedral of Learning. Well, today I hope you learned something. And that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what I do. It seems like I'm the lone meltologist out there. You know, the lone wolf. They say team and flying like an eagle, and all I see is resentment and blocking, and I don't know how today I got unblocked and I got to see some of the people that I usually used to always see, and I was glad that that happened. So at least we're making forward motion there. And my girl says just keep doing your thing. She don't even want me going in no stream no more. See, and that's sad too, because she used to be part of that stream too, and she feels the same way about the cussing, because we have a 4-year-old meltologist here. And as soon as that cussing starts, he says bad word, and that's the end of that. And then he sees your face, and then he just says he don't want to see your face because it just has bad words and bad words. So he gets corrected for that. And yeah, we're adults, but we have to remember that there's an audience of people that are around us that we're trying to teach, and the example you're setting is garbage. So I say no cussing. When we're in a group of meltologists together, I'm all for it. You know, if you want to express yourself like George Carlton, then go ahead. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get away from that myself personally, because the more I hear it, the more it seems really just shallow and ignorant, and especially when we're trying to discuss something about meltology and showing people all the ether antennas everywhere, what resonant sound is. You know, because I'm hotter than that we've been lied to about, you know, all this for so long. But I don't want to, because I remember when this went on with Jerry DeCamp, I'll say, that's all we heard is cussing. That's it. And that was a real turn off. And I don't know. So that's why I said that. I'm not trying to pick on no one, because I have a foul mouth as well. Just like I said, the first time I was ever informed about what the word, you know, F-U-C-K means, my 4th or 5th grade teacher told me it means fornication under the consent of the king. So, if you feel like saying it, say fornication under the consent of the king. Anyway, I gotta put a little humor in the game, you know. So, we see everywhere meltification, capitals, ether antennas on top of the domes. Oh my God, can you see it? Open your eyes, move your hand. You'll be able to see it. It's right there. So resonant sound as well. There it is again. And they're going to try to dismay you and tell you, oh, this was built this and there and that. Nothing of their timelines. You just go do your own research about timelines and architects and eras of architecture in the United States, just the United States, and you see it's all it's impossible, and it's just garbage that they have taught us, and that they're trying to continue to teach children in public education. Meltology, my hope is that we will reshape public education system in America and the world, for that matter, because it's so much nonsensical nonsense that's no applications for life in what they are teaching, lies, and to believe in lies. See, did you see that big magnetic upside down horseshoe that harnesses electricity? Archways everywhere, piezoelectric everywhere. They used thermodynamics, they used hydroelectric, mercury fountains, just elaborate, beautiful structures everywhere, folks, not some places. And they want to tell you this is the new world. And what we in Meltology will tell you, this is all the old world. What's new is Meltology. Meltology is new on the scene to you and I and society at large. And we are here telling the story the best we can. And we hope that we get across to the people and that you come on board. We need some red brick souls on the red brick channel. We've been at this since 2019, and we in 1 year we kept going up from $9.99 back down to $9.20, $9.99, $9.20. So I would lose that many people. We're now at, I think, 1,001 now. So let's get it 100,001. Not for fame or fortune or how many numbers I got, because I want the world to know about Meltology. The beautiful way it will reshape your life if you allow it to, if you open up your eyes and see with your mind. You'll go, wow. It's daunting, it's bittersweet, but it's a treat, and it will be a treat for your soul. I'm certain about it. Oh, excuse me. So over and over and over, we show pictures, and pictures tell the story, don't they? So what I was talking about is resonant sound and harnessing electricity from the ether, and all over, they were separated. They were moving salt out of the desalinating salt water. They were getting gas out of the ocean from the water, and so forth. They had dirigibles flying around, and who knows what else, folks. Some of us meltologists have shown on our channels melted motors, huge, not little motors, but you knew it was a motor. And now it looks like it's just melted. Now it looks like rock almost, and so forth, And I watch some of these guys with these death rays, little mini death rays they produce with television screens and the sun, melting rocks. Yeah, I've watched personally. Maybe we'll do a video about that, where amethyst turns into this like white quartz after it's melted. Amethyst, and that was intriguing to me because that's my birthstone, amethyst. I was born in February, so we have this birthstone they talk about, right? So the birth of that stone was caused by what? A melt. So, and when I lived in Colorado, I used to find amethyst stones all over, and they were all in a round ball, and inside you crack it open and there's the amethyst. And it was variable sizes of these balls, from little to big, some broken in many pieces, but some fully intact in these huge balls. You break them open, it's amethyst. How did that get that way, folks? Well, geology will tell you some gobbledygook. Meltologists will tell you that this realm was melted, and all this stuff that you see everywhere, these gemstones and so forth, were as a result of the melt. And perhaps because they were so advanced, they already knew how to use meltology, if you will, to melt things, to get things to be the way they wanted them to be. It looks like they were using CNC computers and machines to lay out stuff. The concrete was better and harder and everything. So I got thrown off my train of thought just now, but someone came to the door. So Linda's probably going to say we're going to have dinner or something, so I'm going to have to start winding this down. How long we've been going? We've been talking for 25 minutes. So I guess so. There's the trident. Isn't that what that Kaczynski, Zelensky rather, has got sporting on his shirt? Huh? See? Another fake leader coming around, and we're handing him money, fist over money, while we don't do shit for the people in Maui or Paradise. All the shit that happened to those folks and all us people that happened with these storms from this augmented weather. But they got lots of money to go give to a false regime, another fake, just moving equipment around and ripping off our money for something they got in store in the future. And that's what I say. And time will tell, won't it? Tick tock. What was it? 10 to the hour. So anyway, we said a lot. My girl was at the door, so I guess what I'm going to have to do is bring this to a close and go look around, folks. Don't let me lead you around. Go into the black mirror. It's free for all to seek. Go explore this realm, and you'll see what Meltology is telling you. Okay? I had a lot more to share. Perhaps when I upload this, I'll use this to open up, and we'll continue this, and we'll talk about Capitol building, one Capitol building that I've found some pictures, and I wanted to prove to you that it was already here. They're just fixing it up. So perhaps we could do that real quick before we go, but let's see what happens here. Maybe I'll just show you. Oh, we're just going to get back with it because I got to do a lot of stuff yet. So anyway, there it is. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. I see you in the black mirror. It's time for dinner. So I got to go. Unity, not division. Peace. Resonant sound, resonant antennas, everywhere. Bam. You hear me? Sound, 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 vibration, frequency, mercury fountains, horseshoe archways, cathoids, cathedrals, capitals. I can't stop, you see. I got to go. Here I come, Linda. See ya. Peace. Meltology. Red bricks. I don't want to get in trouble. See ya.